Today I want to talk to you about a time I flew across the world to go see a girl. Yeah, go see a girl. And when I got there, she wasn't even in the same city anymore. And not only that, I checked her Instagram story just to see her with another dude. It's the evil world we live in. This event took place in Italy, more specifically Milan. And as embarrassing as that moment was for me, I'm gonna tell you what I learned from that trip and that experience that completely shifted how I saw relationships, how I see rejection, and how I even see myself. So yeah, let's get to it. So a little background story about the girl I was supposed to go meet in Italy. We actually met in Peru, and at first I really didn't think too much about her. It's like one of those instances where you meet a person and all you want to do is just move on to the next thing. You don't really think too much about it. But the more time I spent just being around her, talking, having these crazy conversations, and keep in mind, this was only for the duration of 3 weeks. And within those 3 weeks, I started to notice some type of chemistry. Like, it was visible chemistry. The people who were around us were like, "Oh my God, is that you and that new Italian chick? What's up with that?" It's like, all I can say is, I don't know, man. I'm just cooling. I'm just cooling with the shits, you know? And, you know, we laughed a lot. We talked, we connected, we went out a couple times, we explored, did a couple things. And, you know, it just made me curious about what more could there be out of this, you know? Like, think about it, man. I'm in a random country, right? I'm in a random country. I'm traveling, doing my thing. I'm 22 at the time, well, about to be 22 at the time. Just got out of college, so I'm still in that mindset of just like, let's go have fun, let's go drink, and let's go rage, let's go talk to as many women as possible. You know, like trying to be that cool guy, that slick guy. When I was talking to her, it just made me realize that there might be more. Well, not might, there is more important things than just going around being a hoe. You can actually develop a relationship with a person that sees things the way that you see things and values things the way that you value things. And you can come together and create something freaking beautiful. And so that's what I wanted to pursue, basically. After those 3 weeks, I was at the time convinced that this is what it has to be. I have to find a way to make this happen. I have to find a way to make this work. You know how us guys work, man. Like, if you find a girl that you like, it's gonna be hard to find another one. So you gotta stick with what you got. And it's not totally settling. It's more so like, this is an opportunity that you know you cannot mess up. You gotta do what you can to make it work. And that's what I was thinking around that time. I thought I was being a gentleman by not pursuing any further. Like, I didn't even try to kiss her. You know, there was moments where we could have, but I decided not to. I just wanted to let it flow naturally, out of respect for her and her family. So she went back to Italy, I went back to America, and yeah, I mean, we still kept in touch through WhatsApp, you know, checking in, sharing, you know, the good, the bad, talking about like real shit, building what I thought was something real. And then when the next summer came around, I decided I'm gonna go visit her in Italy. And I told her about it, and she was excited. So I thought we were in, thought we were locked in. So yeah, I mean, after I told her my decision to go visit her in Italy, she seemed excited. Like, she was texting me, "Oh my God, I can't wait, I'm so excited. I need to set some time off to make sure I'm available around the time that I was flying in." And so I told her my travel dates, and she said she'd be free. And then when I landed in Milan, man, she even told me a time and a place to meet. She was talking about how she had an exam or some shit for school, and told her to meet her at this specific spot around this time. And so I showed up, you know, after taking a shower, doing some push-ups to get the little pump going, you know. But I waited at the spot she told me to be at. 10 minutes went by, no sign of her. It's like, all right, it's cool. I mean, she's probably still in the exam. It's fine, we'll wait a little longer, check out the scenery. I'm in Milan, like, I'm in a different country. It's my first time being in Milan, so I'm a little starstruck and, you know, just catching all the good footage of what it was like to be in Italy. But yeah, 20 minutes went by. Still no sign of her. I didn't think to text her at the time because I didn't want to bother, because again, she was just at school and she said she was just finishing the exam, so I didn't want to interrupt her flow or, I don't know, get her in trouble, whatever. I don't know what I was thinking. And then an hour went by and there was still no sign of her. And so when an hour goes by, that's when I was kind of like, all right, maybe I should text her, because at that point, if an hour goes by after the meeting time, then you gotta say something. Like, most people would just dip, just go home. But you know, your boy flew 8 hours from America to go see a girl. As embarrassing as that sounds, every time I say that, it sounds so embarrassing. But I did, and I finally texted her. Okay, I definitely waited an extra 30 minutes afterwards. So an hour and a half went by and I texted her, hey, well, like, what's going on? Like, where you at? And she hit me with oh, my bad, I forgot to tell you, I'm not in Milan today. I'm not gonna be in Milan for the rest of the week. So what I found out was that she wasn't even in the city. She said she had left for Milan for the week and wouldn't be back until after I was gone. And it wasn't even the craziest part. The part where I saw her with another dude on her Instagram story in the same car, that's what got me. Again, I've been through my fair share of rejections, but this one definitely stung the most because, one, I've been planning for it for quite a couple months now. So, you know, if you only have one girl in your mind, you're trying to give her everything, if that makes sense. You're not really focused on other women, even though I could have been, but I didn't want to mess anything up. That was my mindset. So I literally stopped like flirting with other women or participating in any activity that would get me involved with other women, just for that to happen. And I don't know if any of you guys have experienced a situation like this before, but I just want to let you know, man, be careful with who you put your trust in, especially when it comes to women. Because as you're going through your 20s, you're going to make a lot of mistakes with women. And I don't want anyone to go through the same mistake that I still don't know how I decided that this was the best idea for, but still ended up in the same situation. I just don't want anyone to go through that. So this is why I'm telling you this. Let me just tell you my immediate emotion. I wasn't even like, at first when I found out she was with another person, I wasn't even sad. Truly, I was just really confused. Confused as to how I would let myself believe that this would actually happen, like this, something good could actually happen in my life regarding relationships or regarding some good fortune with a woman that's beyond meaningless sex. Confused on how I missed the signs. And in that moment, I just felt stupid. I felt embarrassed. I started imagining people walking by and seeing me just sitting there for an hour and a half, just thinking, oh, this guy definitely got stood up. Look at this American, like, he's not from here. He definitely came here for a girl. What's he doing here? He definitely got stood up. What an idiot. That's literally all I was thinking. Like, I literally just played myself flying across the world for someone who didn't even value the way that I valued them. So naturally, when things like this happen, it's so easy to have been in a spiral, you know, just to spiral out, crash out. But to let that one moment ruin my trip, I'm in Milan, I'm in Italy. If I were to tell myself, man, bro, I really wasted all this fucking money, just all my energy for nothing. When I'm in Milan, Italy, and I'm by myself, no strings attached, I can go exploring. It'd be stupid of me to think that way when I have the resources to have the best time of my life. And it's hard to think about that right after something bad happened, which is why I took a day to just like decompress and just relax and just be in solitude for a little bit. But the next day, I tackled Milan like it was my fucking country. I did whatever I had to do to have fun. Because deep down, if I let her break me from this moment, this situation that just happened, then she'd be winning twice. She'd be 2-0 on me. She was already 1-0. She fooled me once. But I'm not gonna let her fool me again by me having a bad time due to her undervaluing Joe Prodigy. So I decided that she's not gonna steal the joy of me being in Milan. So I made that flip. So I had to make a choice. Instead of letting one girl define my trip, I had to flip the script in my mind. I had to flip the narrative. So what did I do? I went out, I enjoyed the city, I met some great friends, great people. I actually met a family that took me in because it was my birthday week that week. And they took me in, took me out to dinner, got me a cake. The father actually took me out to a crazy bar, got me this insane drink. It was like in a cube. Oh no, it wasn't even a cube. It was some type of like bug type of drink. I don't even know how to describe it, but it was insane. It actually numbed my mouth, which I never experienced that before with alcohol. Besides, it's one of like the most famous spots to go to in Milan for a drink of that caliber. But it was crazy, it was awesome. And I had a really great time besides the fact that I got jumped the night of my birthday, actually. The night of it turning into my birthday. But that's a story for next time. Made some great friends, I had a great time, met some wonderful people, and it made me realize, man, like, wow. You can't really tie your happiness to one person. You know? You can't tie your happiness to one person, and you definitely can't tie your happiness to one outcome. You can't. And due to that mindset, due to that flip, I had a great fucking time. I had a great fucking time. And keep in mind, I still think about that time almost, honestly, quite literally every freaking day. When I wake up, it's like, damn, that really did happen to me. But before, it was more out of hatred. Nowadays, almost 2 years later, yeah, literally almost 2 years later, it's more so out of like, okay, this is how I have to move. I have to make sure I don't make the same mistakes. It's a lesson, you know, it's not a loss, it's a lesson for me right now. And what I learned a few months later is that I put way too much effort and energy into one singular moment, into one person. Because cringe as it sounds, man, I was really craving a Disney Channel love story, like this perfect reunion. That's what I really wanted. And I know a lot of you want that same situation. And when it didn't happen, I felt crushed. The weight of the world just came crumbling down on me, it felt like. But the truth is, life doesn't reward obsession with one outcome. Life rewards consistency, effort, and energy put towards your purpose. That's what really matters. When you throw all your eggs into one basket, especially with relationships, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. I remember that one scene from Spider-Man, when Spider-Man No Way Home, actually, and Zendaya was like, you gotta set your expectations low so you won't be disappointed. I think that's what she said. Because people are unpredictable. You never know what you're dealing with. Especially in my business, I'm dealing with so many unpredictable people that it affects me whenever something doesn't go my way. But I have to realize that that's just the way people are. You can't throw all your eggs in one basket. But your work, your craft, your growth, that's something that you can always control. You can't control the people, but you control what you're working towards. You can control yourself. So, the lesson, the advice today is to not pour all your energy into one person or into one fantasy, okay? Put that energy into yourself. Make yourself the best person possible. Give yourself the opportunity to have options. Turn yourself into a person that doesn't need validation, that doesn't need that one specific person to make them feel whole, to make them feel heard. Because when you do that, even when someone betrays you or when the situation collapses, you'll still win. You will still win. Because you learned how to adapt. You grew. You built yourself up to learn how to deal with the bullshit. You learned how to adopt the ability to adapt. And that's important. That girl thought she embarrassed me, man. And I thought for the longest time she did. I thought she literally wasted my time, my energy, my life. But in reality, she just released a beast into her city. That's all I can really say, man. She released the beast into the city of Milan, man. Crazy. And that beast, Joe Prodigy, he walked away stronger. Walked away stronger, wiser, and more focused than ever. And I want that same experience for you. So if you've ever been rejected, ghosted, or let down, my friend, first and foremost, I'm sorry. But let's keep it real. Do not let it destroy you. Let it redirect you. Let it redirect you into the person that you know that you can be. Because at the end of the day, rejection isn't the end of your story. It's just the beginning of your growth. And once you're able to have that mindset, once you're able to have that ingrained into your mind, the possibilities are endless. So if you took away something from this video, good. Very good, very nice. Go use it. Go do something with it. Other than that, develop a prodigy mindset and tackle your problems with everything that you got. I believe in you. Take care. Peace.